Our next guest says opportunity is all around you. I'm looking. Today's young professionals and entrepreneurs can actually find success and help themselves in meaningful ways. With more, the author of Secrets of the Young and Successful, Jennifer Kushell. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi, Tori. Great to see you.
Great to see you too. I actually think your tips and advice ring true for professionals of any age, but I want to talk about young people starting out. What are the key characteristics they need to display to hiring managers? And this is for our viewers going out for interviews right now.
Well, one important thing to know is that 1 in 6 hiring managers are actually saying that they're reluctant to hire young people.
Oh, wow.
And that's because they're saying they're unprepared for work and they're also difficult to manage. A lot of young people have never been in a professional environment before, and they spend so much time in social media on their phones that the real life skills, soft skills, are really lacking. And that's something to really be thinking about if you're a young person entering the market or you're working with young people who may be making this transition.
Wow. And your research says that half of college students and even more high school students, they don't feel themselves prepared to make career decisions. Why is that?
It's true. Both Jobs for the Future and the American Student Assistance Organization have said that 50% of college students and 75% of high school students feel unprepared to make career decisions.
Wow.
And it's crazy, but if you think about it, they're getting their information from parents who only have their own experience,
Right.
and even career counselors are really struggling to teach them about the rapidly evolving world of work. So this is a challenge, and schools are really struggling to learn how to teach workforce readiness now.
That's very smart. Is there a good way to start with your dream company, even if they're not hiring? Like, do you write a letter? How do you start with that?
I always say, think about engagement. How are you engaging with that organization? It could be a small business, it could be a large corporation. Who do you know? Who have you talked to? Have you visited their offices or their shops? Are you a customer of theirs? The more you can get in there and be a human being to other human beings, that's how jobs occur. That's how you get referrals. That's how you showcase who you are. And also that helps you show up ready and understanding who they are, which is really important to come across with.
That's a good angle to enter from. That's interesting. What do we need to have at the ready, right, to help us pitch ourselves and our ideas? Because you hear pitch this, pitch that, but what do we need to have ready?
It's funny. Very few people actually know how to tell a story about themselves. And if someone says, "Who are you?" a lot of people just say their name or they say what they're interested in.
Right.
But there's no real narrative that's been crafted. And you can do this in as little as 30 seconds. But just like a business owner has to be able to talk about their business quickly to investors, you as talent need to do the same thing. And this might be to someone at line at Starbucks. It might be at the dry cleaner. It could be to your parents' friends. Being able to talk about who you are, what you're looking to do, what your aspirations are, if you're in school, if you're getting certifications, if you have other work experience, anything like this is going to help someone connect dots because they're
Yeah.
thinking in their head, how can I make a connection for this person?
Right. And if you can say it confidently because you've practiced or you've worked on it, you've just memorized that 30 seconds. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, tell me about yourself. And thank gosh I've had that planned. So you're
But
so
also have it ready in an email, in a text, and be able to put it on social media because
Yes.
you're going to be connected in all sorts of different ways and you want to jump on that when someone offers to make a referral.
Absolutely. Wow. It's very smart. Now, you say projects open doors. What does that mean?
It means that most people who are relying on a resume to be that door opener are missing the boat. A human being interacting with a human being, with a team, with an office, with an event. If you can volunteer, if you can show up as a star customer, like whatever you can do to showcase yourself and your talent
Yeah.
is always going to speak loudest.
Okay, so let's talk about the two letters that is taking over the world. AI. How can AI help in defining our goals and direction? Like, I know people just relying solely on it. What do you think?
I know, I know. I would say challenge yourself to go beyond the simple Google search questions. You don't want to just say, go beyond. What I like to do is I like to feed it tons and tons of information. I say like, who's the company I'm trying to talk to? Who are the people I'm talking to? What city are they in? What am I looking to do? Here's my resume. Here's my portfolio. Here's what I'm seeing in the market. Have it spit back to you who you should be talking to, what divisions, what departments. clients? What maybe even like what's happening in the news? Are they hiring people? Are they acquiring companies? Are they sponsoring local events? Like, be well informed about the people you're asking to employ you.
Yeah. Prepared. Be prepared. It's like the Boy Scouts. All right. Secrets of the Young and Successful by Jennifer Kushell. It's available now wherever books are sold. I'm going to be buying it just because I think this could make me prepared for any networking, to be honest.